Mamintia na memu Akwaaba famra kasa fidi so ha nimde news nsɛm a ɛkɔ so wɔ my Ghana mu didi ka didi hwɛ na sabre yatena se yagebre de mu nkyerɛ mu nyina no de ɛsom mo John Dramani Mahama recently no the assembly the ebetuja but then it didn't even start from there. President His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo no di kan kasaye ebusafo ode betu dwa kyerɛ sɛ 2020 elections course so for the past and said 3 years because after in year 2024 John Dramani Mahama and Weshino and congratulating on menka say the victory in the 2020 elections, even the 2016 election now I know John Dramani Mahama upon reacting to President His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo the betu dwa kyerɛ sɛ 2020 elections course so. And then let me be more specific. John Dramani Mahama, let me kind ni statement na nkasa enfama na onso hu said ye na ni hu support ye busafo or the etudwa na afi nso Jubilee House almost reply almost ade abrano no ye de eno so e de atoa so. John Dramani Mahama and we know on Twitter and okochoro say also on a rather sad note, this is unconscionable that 3 years after these tragic events, our president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has not uttered even a word of sympathy to the bereaved families. The perpetrators of these murders continue to work as free men and still hold on to positions. We John Dramani Mahama Nensemu Abusafo or the Ekotudja. And so I say they still hold on to positions of authority and then power. The use of thugs and rogue elements within the security agencies to disrupt the election in some parts of the country has occurred in 2020 election, leading to the loss of 8 lives, will forever be remembered as Ghana's day of infamy and an indelible blemish on our democratic credentials established over the last 32 years of constitutional rule. And to John Dramani Mahama, Nensemo Okotro Egu Twitter no, and say this government must appreciate that they have an obligation to guarantee peaceful elections this year. We John Dramani Mahama, and the loss of even one Ghanaian life will not be countenanced. We John Dramani Mahama and Nsemo Okotro Edi Egu Twitter Nipa 8 in 2020 election because of the elections and Anamsomo Edi Efremo. Looking at that, and Mahama and make allegations say President for the past 3 years, yes, how do we see on car fan na Jubilee House almost actually tin. About much John Dramani Mahama. The claim say Akufo-Addo one condemn the 2020 election death as false. We know a director of communications at the presidency. Eugene ono ananensa ekye nkrata by na say. We criticize the former president. Say adenti na BBSC bibia koso ense na mfata na as president of the republic waba mountain so be react akasa dia fa ho wa condemn all these acts na NDC omo flag bearer John Dramani Mahama onim say propaganda o say den yo na wa fa ho ebe kasa etia President His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo kire say sansem ekoso no de omo John Dramani Mahama ya agene ba bia anya de say be yi krata omo de bai no abusafo beken kan bi na afi nso ya je madwenkyere ewo comment section so de amamo ye beken kan some of the reaction and also some of the reply at Jubilee House de ebre John Dramani Mahama no ma enkin kan bi emfa ema or say I condemn in no uncertain terms the isolated incidents of post-electoral violence in Ododudio and Techiman that led to a few regrettable deaths. May their soul rest in peace. We must work to avoid repetition of such events in the future. This statement was made by President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo on Wednesday, 9th December 2020 at his Nima residence after being declared winner of the 2020 elections. Into we John Dramani Mahama ne nsɛm a ɔbɛka reply a abusafo ɛba no. And this is the statement President His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo make it after nipa 8 because of the 2020 elections. Let me put the statement again, because said the John Dramani Mahama didn't say we betu dano. Many people have fallen into it. Say President Ankasa, and then Mamemfa we ntwam na we time waha, date waha, bibia ewaha. 9th December 2020, about to a course on my Ghana mono. A course on 7th December 2020. Enti after say about to course we here, on mine no to about President His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. This is the statement to make here. When in Nima residence, or say, I condemn in no uncertain terms the isolated incidents of the post-electoral violence in Ododio and Techima that led to a few regrettable deaths. May their souls rest in peace. We must work to avoid repetition of such events in the future. And we President nsɛm abusafo ɔde ɛto dwa. President His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ne nsɛm ɔde to dwa. Enti statement na anaasɛ menka ne sɛ addressing the issue of nipa 8 from Nkwa. President Ekasai on 9th December and John Dramani Mahama on January 7th, that was Sunday. And also the betu that as a president on addressing this issue. And to going into 2024, no, there should not be a repetition. And all the I was say, Nanti John Dramani Mahama, wanya ebia investigations, ebia wanya checks, and was ebia president akasa na wan kasa. And all this answer at the ever to ya. And now say a propaganda na John Dramani Mahama no person ye. And a man this answer or this answer we at the ever to ya. I urge the current government to refrain from action that continue to undermine democratic rights under the administration. The use of thugs and rogue elements within the security agencies to disrupt elections in some parts of the country as occurred in the 2020 elections, leading to the loss of 8 lives, will forever be remembered as Ghana's day of infamy and an indelible blemish of our democratic credentials established over the last 31 years of our constitutional rule. On a rather sad note, it is unconscionable that 3 years after this tragic event, our President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has not uttered even a word of sympathy to the bereaved families. The perpetrators of the murders continues to work as free men and still hold to positions of authority and power. We are Mahama Nsɛm to that. But then Eugene upon reacting and then original Jubilee House and then original presidency Ghana presidency original manemu kasa and we release statement President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo will make it and it was in a video and a president at the same way at the we got the one control in the Facebook page and Twitter there be or Kasai condemn the acts. And so when John Dramani Mahama comes out to tell the ordinary Ghanaian people, say near my course 2020, Nipa 8 film said Akufo-Addo and Kasa, this is the evidence. This is the evidence. Forever. And so you do best here na yadmadun President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo per evidence and then report about or Kasa. And so for John Dramani Mahama, I mean, with a question we did he say that President and react and condemn the act that occurred in 2020 elections because election year na ɔpaase bi aka de akyerɛ Ghanafoɔ na Ghanafoɔ hu sɛ ebia NPP a monyo kɔ no nwene Ghana ho ɛno nti Ghanafoɔ ntom ɔmo. That is one question. Anaasɛ sɛ nsɛm a ɛyɛ president kaeɛ on 9th December 2020 say or condemn the act and the keka ho no John Dramani Mahama expected more than he did in 2020. That is another one. And so these are my two questions. Did Mahama do it because say what he said because in some president Bekan it wasn't enough for him. Now I was so further na ibia bushafo omo hwe omo de share wo no na otimi ka bibi edit from and now say election year ano nti na ɔde saa nsɛm wɔde bɛto ma mehu adwene kyerɛ comment section so na yɛnhwɛ nim sɛ update foforɔ bi a bɛka yɛn hyɛ bɛhwɛ ne ano nso mu nkyerɛ mu nyinaa no yɛde amprɛ mu.